Hello everybody, welcome back to the Gold Rush TV. I'm Rod. I'm back again with another video. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please help your boy hit the like, share and subscribe to the channel. On our way to 70 subscribers. We are just like 5 short away to get to 70. We're trying to grow the channel, we're trying to grow the community, like just help your boy, help your boy. Now with that being said, I just want to dive into this crazy week because there's some big games coming up in Europe. There's some big and massive games going up in Europe this week. Be it Tuesday tomorrow because we have Arsenal against Real Madrid. We have Bayern Munich against Inter Milan. Then on Wednesday we have FC Barcelona who are taking against Borussia Dortmund. And then we have Paris Saint-Germain against Aston Villa. Then we have some Europa games coming. Tottenham playing Stuttgart and then Man United against Lyon. Guys, these are games that I believe are going to make people wake up their seat. The games for tomorrow are going to be massive. The person who wins in these first legs tomorrow has an upper hand because the games are not easy. The games are not like minute. These are games that people are going to call off work to go watch. These are games that you don't want to miss. These are games that you want to sit with a bottle of beer or whatever is it that you drink while you watch games and watch and relax to this game because it's going to be so much tension. It's going to be so much panic. Teams are going to make mistakes. There could be goals in these games. There could be like controversial decisions in these games. That's how massive Europe will be this week. Starting with Arsenal against Real Madrid. Real Madrid first have not been in good form. They have dropped so many points in La Liga. And then they barely scrap wins in games that have in La Liga, for example. Even the Champions League, they haven't been that solid, that strong, that bold, like to stamp the authority like we have 15 Champions League. This is what we do. But somehow, some way, there's this thing about Real Madrid that they always just find a way to win. Like it's sad because you want to watch a game or a team play and you see how they beat another person. Like there was no way for them not to beat this opposition team, But the way Real Madrid does it, they will play sometimes bad games and they still scrap a win, be it because of individual errors or individual performance or brilliance, be it from Rodrigo or from Mbappe or from Jude Bellingham or from Vinicius Jr. Like you can't just tell with this team. Valverde will score those crazy long shots tomorrow, but their defense is really poor. So that's my only worry when it comes to Real Madrid because the attack can be deadly. Their midfield not to balance a little bit, but they have some injuries that are come back, and people like Dani Ceballos will probably be up for the game tomorrow. Nawaf Courtois is also going to be ready for the game. But on Arsenal's side, Arsenal too, they have had a very steady go into the Champions League this season. They have been good. They have won their games conveniently. Like the game against was the PSV. What was it like 7-1 or something like that? Like Arsenal are a good team. They only lack a striker to kill games. They only lack a striker to win the Premier League. They only lack a striker to stamp the authority like, okay, we are that team that after Manchester City were up for it to win the Premier League or to go find the Champions League. Well, this is good for Arsenal. They hardly win a trophy. It's always like next season, like a Netflix series, But at the end of the day, Arsenal is not a team to take lightly. They have a well-structured team that flows efficiently because they have a very, very good connection. They have a manager who understands the game, who has played in Champions League night, so he knows what games like this entail or what they need, like in demand. Then we move to Bayern and Inter Milan. Those two teams are teams that in the domestic leagues are doing fantastically well. Inter Milan has the best record for defensive stability in the Champions League. They hardly concede goals. Bayern Munich, on the other hand, has been beaten by some stupid teams, some mere teams. They concede goals. They're not too efficient like previous season, where they are just dominating and winning and just going forward. So this is a game where I see Inter will score. But the thing is, if Inter scores against Bayern Munich, that is it. If Inter scores against Bayern Munich, that is it. Bayern cannot come back from it. No matter what they do, Inter Milan is that strong. Their defense is strong that they can hold up Bayern's attack. But Bayern's defense is not that strong to hold up Inter Milan's attack. That's how it is. The midfielder could struggle. Their goalkeepers are good. So it's a game where the first person who scores has an advantage. But I think Inter is going to score in this game. And if Inter scores first, that's it. That's it. You can clip me up for this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comment. This is on me. I'm taking this right now. If Inter scores against Bayern first tomorrow, that game is as good as dead. Because if they take this game with the one lead, for example, and go back to Inter, to Milan, it's over. It's over. Last time they met, Inter knocked them out from the Champions League. That's it. Then Wednesday, but for Bayern, they haven't been that productive. I mean, I know they're top in the Bundesliga, but they have not been that consistent. You know, they have not been that consistent. Stanley is not that good. Kane hasn't been like prolific like how he was last season. You know, they have up and down. Upamecano makes mistakes and stuff like that, but you just cannot tell how the game will go. But the things that I believe if Inter score first, that's it for this game. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Then Wednesday we have Barcelona against Dortmund. This game I think it will be like easy for Barcelona. They might just trash Dortmund, maybe like 3-1, 2-1, 4-2 type game. Because in the Champions League, Barcelona look like that team that I won't be surprised if they win it. They have that much of a talent, that much of a group that is mixed with youth and experience, talent and ability that they could crush any team, anytime. That's what Barcelona has been this season with Hans Flick and the players that he has brought in, be it Rafinha or Yamal, Lewandowski. You know, like they have a very good squad. They could actually hit anybody at any given time. That's what Barcelona. So I'm not surprised. If I had to play this game, I would put that Barcelona is going to beat Dortmund. That's how it is. You know. Then we have the other game that I think will be a crucial game because I feel like it will be tight. Because Aston Villa are in good form right now. They have some good signings that I've made in with the likes of Marcos Asensio, Rashford. I can't remember the other guy's name. I know they bought Disasi too from Chelsea, but they have a good team led by Emery, who also knows what it entails to play in nights like this, in games that demand experience, in games that demands all the endurance and ability and discipline to win a game like this of this magnitude. But then we also have a Paris Saint-Germain who knocked out the favorite we all thought was going to win in the likes of Liverpool. They knocked Liverpool, then they are going to play an Aston Villa. And Arsenal, PSG has a very, very good team. Their team is so balanced. It's kudos to Luis Enrique for what he has done for this squad. You know, there's no star boy, there's no Mbappe or no Neymar or Messi or no figure that is going to like jeopardize what he's building for this team. It's a youth team that has some experience in it, and it flows just like quietly like the Nile River. Like it just flows, it just meanders easy. Like they just play very, very calm and collective. I won't be surprised if they beat Aston Villa. But that game on Wednesday, there will be a lot of goals. I will see at least above 2.5 goals in this game because PSG always create chances. Aston Villa, they don't sit back. They want to create chances. So that's the situation. You know, Aston Villa will try to score because they're hoping to take it back to England, to Villa Park, and play and maybe win. But then if they open that space, PSG has that speed that it will take on anybody. With the Dembeles and Scaravashvili and Bakola. You know, we have all that, Goncalo Ramos, they have midfield with Vitinha and João Neves. These games will shake Europe this week. But let me know what you guys think. Drop your like, drop your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll have some reactions after the games, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Have a good night.